After months of concealment, Kailyn Lowry has finally disclosed the day her twins, Valley and Verse, were born. The U.S. Sun revealed exclusively in November that Kailyn and her boyfriend, Elijah Scott, had secretly welcomed twins. On Friday's edition of her podcast, Barely Famous, Kailyn, 31, revealed the baby's birth date at last, while discussing her first C-section with labor and delivery nurse Jen Hamilton. The Teen Mom Tube alumna said during their talk that she wasn't happy with the dates that were suggested for the procedure. "I didn't like any of the dates that they were giving me for my birth and for my C-section," Kailyn stated. Then, the former TV personality stated that she chose not to schedule the procedure because she didn't love the idea of needing to arrive at the hospital many hours ahead of time for her actual C-section. She acknowledged that she naturally went into labor, but she still admitted to trying to change the dates of her children's births. "It wouldn't wait for me to give birth the following day for the entire 15 minutes in order to be a precise number. 20, 25, 30, I was like, well, I don't really love any of this," Kailyn said, when it didn't rest on a 25 or a 30. "I like those kinds of numbers." I said, all right, because they wouldn't wait the 15 minutes to have it on the 30th. It was close. They were actually born at 11:46 and 11:48 p.m., but it's okay, she continued. From this, it looks like Kailyn had birth on October 29. Since announcing the twins' arrival last month, the podcast host has started disclosing additional details of her birth narrative. She had withheld the news for a few weeks before gradually disclosing information. When Kailyn shared a TikTok last month of herself giving birth in the hospital, she unintentionally made fun of the day of her baby's birth. Noting that she and Elijah were going to have 3 babies under one, the Pennsylvania native mentioned their son Rio. Her remark, nevertheless, caused some fans to scowl because it seemed to imply that the infants were born before November 20, Rio's first birthday. A few days prior, she made fun of their birth date once more on Barely Famous by disclosing that they spent Thanksgiving and her son Lincoln's birthdays in the hospital. Before returning home, Kailyn had previously disclosed that her twins were admitted to the neonatal intensive care unit, NICU, for a while following their delivery. Compared to her son Verse, who Kailyn said was difficult to watch, her daughter Valley stayed longer. She would simply nod off during meals. The former Teen Mom star claimed, "She never had any feeding cues and wouldn't take a bottle when I tried to feed her. And it was very challenging because, from the way I'm looking at him, baby A, I can tell that, in addition to being in the NICU for some of the same reasons, he takes a bottle without any problems. After that, she was simply dozing off all the time. I shed a lot of tears. I think I sobbed more throughout the NICU stay than during the C-section," Kailyn continued. The former TV celebrity now has 7 children overall, including her twins. She has 3 children with Elijah, in addition to Isaac, 14, who she has with her ex-husband Joe Rivera, Lincoln, 10, who she shares with her ex-husband Javi Marroquin, and Lux, 6, and Creed, 3, who she shares with her ex-husband Chris Lopez.